Hello. Oh, yeah. Have you heard about the seven wonders of the world? Hmm? Have you? Hi. 2026. Oh, yeah. 'Cause my love opened the door to your face. Badootin' my love. Badootin' my love. Oh, yeah. I'm attacking otters over here. Otters. Money. Hey there, Timothy. How's it going there, buddy? Yeah. Oh, I don't believe you. Yeah. Okay. Get that sweet cheddar cheese. We're coming along here in this world. I'm at 8. I want to get 1 gold before leaving this area. Okay, and I'll head back down to my spot and see what's up. I'm level 19. I'll be level 20 coming up, and that's when there's a whole new tier of gear called Radiant. But it costs several pieces of gold per item, you know. And I make gold every so often. I just traveled down from Jova to New Ayla with a load of goodies. Made some money after traveling across the map to Miraleth. A couple days ago, I was over there hunting hippopotami and crab and frog beasts out there on some distant beach, really far away. And at the beginning of yesterday's stream, or 2 days ago, I traveled back to this part of the map, because there's stuff here. There's no mailbox out there where I was, so I had items waiting for me, and I gotta be near a mailbox to make money so I can post things on the marketplace. So I'm just trying to chip through. Every so often I'm getting a piece of gear that is worth some money, like maybe a half a gold. So it adds up, especially if I'm fighting these enemies that are above level 15. I'm trying to get my build together and everything. These otters aren't bad. They don't have any range attacks. They have this really obvious telegraphed pounce. And this area has enemies that spawn up to level 20, so it's not that bad. I can take on more than one if they're below, like, level 17. Alright. Starting off with my little sniper shot, and then I'm going to mark him and put down the slow field. Scatter shot followed with the thundering shot, because it's going to make him silence if he does have an attack. But I gotta worry about my food and everything. There's some wolves up and around the corner. Gotta multitask every so often. I'm waiting to heal. I'm just gonna check my bulletin board here. The town is still cut off, and I guess the mayor is back to being this guy. Okay. Next, we'll build a farm, giving us vocational building to support the cookhouse. We just need bricks, basalt, and oak. Well, sounds good to me. Bricks it is. Let's get these bricks going. I bet you it's already done. Why? Because this guy doesn't update. We're at 1200 out of 1500. Basalt and oak. All right, let's do it. You see, that's the goal. I'm still trying to increase my citizenship XP, my rank, for tax rates and storage. But storage itself costs money. So I'm going to head back and maybe kill some stuff along the way. Okay. Yeah, man. Another one. I'm thinking about the end of Stranger Things, you know? It's fine. It's fine. Some of them got a happy ending. Some of them got a happy ending. Others, bittersweet. Bitter. Sweat. Symphony. Alright, let's get these wolves. And that level 20 guy. Yay. Very nice. Goodbye. It all works out in the end, you see. Some flipping and skipping is all we need. Happy 2026, each and every one. It's January. Arguably colder than December. You gotta think about wintertime, you know, and when it falls in the year, and it sort of overlaps the beginning and end of the year. If it was just some people think that the year should start in April, you know, January, February, March, April. That's deep into the year. That's when, you know, spring really officially, you know, not really official, but the spring equinox. That's when things begin. The new year of growth. But in our current system, it's broken up. If it really was like the real system with the spring equinox being the beginning of the year, you'd have a very long winter. Right now we know that the winter overlaps the beginning and the end of the year, but psychologically it feels like winter ends January 1st. But we all know, through experience, it's colder in January and even February than it is in December. You know, it gets colder. But January just feels like just some weird dormant start to the year. Things are just... It's sort of like a baby. Right? A baby's weak. If you think about a person's life, it sort of matches how our year works. You're weak at the beginning and end of your life, and you're strong right in the middle. Right? And right now we have winter falling at the end and the beginning of the year, as opposed to just the end of the year. Right? You don't just start the year and it's perfect. It starts off slow and builds up, and then it dies back down again within the same cycle. It's not just starting off strong and getting really weak, where the end and the beginning sort of match. Because you'd imagine if the end starts, you know, if it's just a full spectrum from weak to strong, or from strong to weak, And you start off vibrant, and it gets colder and colder, and it gets warmer and warmer and warmer, and then it gets colder and colder and colder, and it starts off kind of perfect, and it gets so extreme, it's hot, and it builds back, it dies back down and gets cold again. I think you're a troll, Timothy, and I'm going to stop speaking with you. Yeah. Just my suspicion. My suspicion. But the level cap is 25 right now. Yeah, so my point is that it sort of matches our life where we start off as a baby, and you end up all hobbled up just like a baby. And in the middle is nice. That's how our current calendar works, and if it was the standard way of having the year start in April, then it would just start off all nice and then end up just this very long period of horrible winter, psychologically. Man, this end of this year sucks. My goodness. This keeps on going. Freezing. Now I'm just paying attention there, buddy. See, whenever a person asks me some question that I feel like is not a real question and they give me no feedback after I give a long answer, I bookmark them in my mind, and that keeps happening. You gotta give me feedback after I answer these questions, people. You can't just ask a question and disappear. It's rather rude. People, and most of you do it. You ask some question or you say something, you disappear. I just have to get used to the fact that I'm not going to get any feedback if I say a bunch of stuff, and I have to act like many people just aren't near their phones and they can't respond, but they're listening. Oh yes. So I speak into the void, knowing that one day someone will pay attention. Or not. Just another day in the list of days. Yeah. Big questions, I tell you. Alright, so now I'm at 9 point whatever. I have a lot of money. I made it back. And what I want to do here is I want to work on these requisition buy order things to help out the town. That's how we help out the town. You see? Here in the town, I got my reputation, my XP, The mayor's giving a brief message of what we're going to be working on. You can see there's a farm being worked on. It provides support, herbalism and fishing speed, very nice. And, yep, herbalism and fishing speed, and a vocational expansion slot for... They really want to, provide a vocational expansion slot? Whatever that means. Interesting. Too bad we can't see what the mayor sees. For the cookhouse, let's look at the cookhouse here. And cookhouse vendor, blah blah blah, building upgrades. Whoa, well this is important. I guess I can see. Let's see here, there's a crazy upgrade tree for the cookhouse. And it requires master hunting supply, service and station to help hunters prepare their skills. Zone of influence, wide hunting rarity. Wow. Wow. So this is fishing, hunting, and cooking. What does it require? A bunch of maintenance. Whoa. Cultural? What the heck? Cultural. What's this? Vocational. Aha! You see, it requires a vocational expansion slot for the hunting. What else? Okay, these guys right here require the vocational expansion slot. That is something else. Who knows what that is? Okay, the fishing. They probably want to go for fishing. I'm just guessing. And then it'll lead up to a Grandmaster fishing station. Which is what they want to go for. They want to go for the Grandmaster fishing station, is what they want to go for. Grandmaster Hunting Station, Grandmaster Cooking Station, which requires all of this stuff, but we don't even know how much we have. It requires 150 wine, 500 standard tools, blah, blah, blah. Over here in the treasury, it shows how much we're trying to go for these different materials and how much we have. But then it doesn't really show how much we have left, or, you know, how much every individual item needs. It's not really listing. Maybe the mayor can see? I don't know. I don't know. And taxes are pretty high here. Whoa. What? My taxes are paid, and it says 0,454 days and 23 hours. That's certainly a bug. But right now, we're going to get a bunch of basalt and oak. What else? I can grow blackberries and deposit snowdrops, grow carrots and deposit salmon, sanctus sauce and bass. So either way, we're going to be fishing a bit. Sort of annoying and slow. I'll fish whenever I go on a break. So we'll be fishing and plucking. I'm going to go ahead and use my grok assistant. Hopefully we don't get lost in La La Land. It's always my plan whenever I open up this bad boy to not get lost in the conversation. I'm just using her to keep track of things. Hey there, I need some help with keeping track of a couple things. I'm currently live streaming a game called Ashes of Creation, and I'm trying to make a list of tasks and materials I need to procure and get completed here to help out the town, help out my character, and progress. Okay, so the first thing, we want to complete some buy orders here in town, in the town of Jova, Joeva. Okay, there's a brick order by order. Right now it's at 1254 out of 1500. We have 7 days completed to complete it, and we need basalt and oak wood. So I need basalt and oak. Additionally, there's a beer by order, 677 out of 1500. It requires blackberry and snowdrop. So I need to harvest blackberry and grow some. Sorry, I need to harvest the snowdrop and grow the blackberry. Okay, and then there is carrots and salmon for the travel rations, and the sanctus sauce and the largemouth bass for the preserved foods. Okay? So I have to grow the carrots and the blackberry. And we have to, you know, fish the salmon and the largemouth bass. I'm not going to worry about the rest of what we need here. Alright. I just need the oak and the basalt and the snowdrop. In addition, the sanctus sauce requires the some spices, alien spices, I think. And that requires both the snowdrop and the daffodil combined. So I'll be harvesting snowdrop, daffodil, and oak, and then I'll be processing some of the extra wood to get sawdust, and then turn the sawdust along with the root pulp, whatever it's called, and some water, whatever, to then add some extra plants, probably the extra daffodil, and then I'll turn that into the mulch that I need to then grow the blackberries and the carrots. I have to buy the carrot seed and the blackberry seed, okay? And for the spices, I need, for the sauce, I need to buy cooking oil. And for the spices that makes the sauce, I need to purchase pepper, okay? So I'm going to start off by picking up a couple of these commission missions from these bulletin boards, and it'll give me extra credit for collecting some supplies. Remember, we need the basalt, snowdrop, daffodil, and oak primary materials plus fishing.
Got it. Let's list this out quick while you're shooting. Grab extra snowdrop, daffodil, and oak. Grab basalt too. That's for the brick order. For processing, turn extra oak into sawdust. Mix with root pulp, water, and spare daffodils to make mulch. Use that mulch for blackberries and carrots, but snag the seeds first. Buy cooking oil and pepper for the sanctus sauce spices, which need snowdrop and daffodil anyway. Fish salmon and largemouth bass last. Hit those bulletin boards for commission bonuses, extra credits smart. Anything else urgent?
You can ignore that salt thing. You mentioned salt, just ignore that, okay? I'm picking up the commission missions right now. Get some extra credit for a couple things. I really want to focus on what we have to pick up. So the snowdrop, daffodil, and basalt. And then some extra fish, but we want to use this fish for the mission. But I'll still pick up the fish mission, just in case I get really good with it. Let me go check my mail here really quick. as I maneuver through this crowd full of dudes in town. It's really dense here. I have a lot of mail. Let's see how much money I picked up. Ooh.
So
I got
priorities
some
now.
money. I got I'm up to 2.7 gold now. All right. And I'm about to get a bit more. I'm going to go ahead and sell all of my glint I just picked up.
Nice. 2.7 gold should cover the seeds and maybe that cooking oil.
Yeah.
Go sell those.
It's not all that expensive. I'm trying to get a bunch of money for extra inventory space for the long run. I keep unlocking
Smart.
more space, and there's a lot of little upgrades I need. I'm about to hit level 20 as well, and that's a major cutoff for the new tier of gear, the Radiant gear. Right now I'm using Adept gear.
Level 20, huh? Adept to Radiant is a big jump. Better stats across the board.
Oh,
You need
I'm already getting some Adept gear. I have these gloves. They have 700 defense. My current gloves have 165 defense. That's crazy. And it has double my dexterity. Well, that's awesome. I'm going to hold on to that one.
Whoa, 700 defense? That's a tank glove right there. Definitely keep it. With double dex, you're set for gathering too. Nice find.
In this game, the dexterity doesn't really work with gathering.
Yeah, it's mostly for combat. Oh well,
Yeah.
still great for.
Yeah, it's good, whatever. I'm going to post these other items I just picked up. I have a couple items I picked up from these bad guys. I'm trying to... Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
What?
Oh-oh.
Trouble?
No, we're fine.
What was that?
I right-clicked on an item to go sell it, but it equipped it instead, and I wasn't sure which item it was. So I'm going to try to sell all my items here for between 28 or so and 44 silver. For the
All right.
adept level. The adept level. Between, let's say, 38 and... Sorry, 28 and 44.
Yeah, that's like half a gold per stack. Not bad. Sell what you don't need and keep the good stuff for upgrades or resale later when prices spike.
And for initiate, I'm going for, like 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Whatever.
Initiate stuff sells
Somewhere
for
in there. But it adds up, it adds up. Oh, it adds up.
Yeah, small coins turn into towers eventually. You know how it is.
I know how it is.
What now? Got enough coin to buy those seeds?
No, well, I'm not doing that just yet. I'm not doing that until I come back with my yield after farming. Right now, I'm still posting a bunch of stuff on the marketplace.
Makes sense. Better to know how much you actually need. Keep farming, then buy exactly what you need. No more, no less.
That's right. Things are very expensive in this game, and you have to really be wise about the money. Okay, let me just make sure I'm good to go here. I could... let's see here. I need a journeyman sickle, to be honest. Let me go ahead and pick that up. And I'm going to need a journeyman bag, but these things are very expensive. Let's go see what's available right now. Herbalism.
Anything good on the list?
I'm checking right now.
Hope there's something under a gold. Otherwise, you'll be stuck on apprentice tools for a while.
I know. I got my herbalist, my apprentice herbalist bag. That's what I got. And
Apprentice is fine.
I know. But I would like to see if there's a journeyman situation. Let's see how much it
Apprentice to
costs. I'm just trying to see. If it's several gold, I don't really want to go for it. Yeah, the apprentice herbalism bag is just a gold.
Gold?
There's two different versions. One version increases the quality, and the other version increases the speed, I think.
Yeah, focus on speed.
Oh boy. And there's apprentice fisherman shirts. Just for fishing speed, accuracy, physical power. Seems like a big waste. I'm looking. Journeyman is 3 gold? No. That's way expensive.
3 gold is insane. Just stay apprentice for now. You'll make that back in 3 harvests. Save the coin.
I'm looking to see the real price. I'm just pricing it. So 3.5 gold, huh? That's or 3 gold or 3 gold. Seems like 3 gold is the answer here. Seems like
Yeah,
3
that's-
gold is the answer.
Then forget it. Buy the speed herbalism bag for 1 gold. Skip the shirts. Keep the 3 gold for your seeds and your oil.
Wait a minute. What about my skivvies? There's skivvies out here. There are skivvies. Oh, there are skivvies.
Skivvies?
Que donde estas es los skivvies?
En el inventario. Arriba a la derecha.
Stop it.
Justo de... Okay.
Hilarious.
What can I...
I'm looking at this earring here. Anyways,
What about it?
nothing. Looking at the earrings.
Anything worth a clipping?
No.
Cool. Earrings mostly give focus and perception anyway. Good for tracking stuff.
You know nothing. Okay, well, I'm about to roll out of here. I got my stuff.
All right.
Or I
Be
posted
safe.
things. So we're going for the snowdrop, the daffodil, the ashwood, and the basalt.
So snowdrop and daffodil for flowers
And fishing.
spices. And remember to fish too. You still need that largemouth bass.
All manner of ting, all manner of ting with a capital T. All
Manner
right.
of tings?
All manner of tings.
Oh. Okay, I see what you did there. Come on, man. Let's go get that loot.
Well, thank you for helping me keep track. And I'm going to put you away for now. I need a sounding board like you to help me sort of work through my thoughts, you know?
Hit me with them.
No, I just did. I just did it. We just talked through everything, and then we're good to go.
Right. Cool. If you need me mid-run, just say the word. I'm here.
Well, I'm going to put you away for now, so I'll open you back up whenever it's time.
Understood. Catch you later.
Out on sun-kissed sands, I swing my axe high, chopping down palms, 'neath the endless sky, harvesting bananas, ripe and so sweet. From dawn's early light to the evening's heat. Yeah. All the stuff I have on me. I'm going to be putting this stuff away now. Yep. I gotta give it away now, you know? And give it away now. So mining, and we are going to be logging, and we're going to be harvesting. So we want to do the apprentice fishing bag, and we want to do the apprentice herbalism bag. You see? Boom, bum, boom, beedly dum dum. And that's all we're going to be doing. That's right. And then in terms of our shirts, all of our shirts, alchemist, hunting. I'm not going to be hunting exactly right now. Mining, fisherman. Let's go for the herbalist shirt. For a tiny bit more speed. Well, let's just price the apprentice herbalist shirt for a second. Okay? I was going for journeyman. Several gold. But the shirt might help. All right, so I want to check for this apprentice shirt. Apprentice herb shirt. Apprentice herb shirt. Herbalism shirt. Or is it herbalist? I think it's apprentice herbalist. It's 1.5 or 1.2. And what herbalist spoils? You want your spoils, huh? Spoils, 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 but none of it is for speed. What about scrolls? Okay. 1.8 now. What about gathering scrolls? Yeah. Okay, let's look for apprentice scroll of. Okay. We're looking for apprentice scroll of. Boom. Gathering. I'm just trying to see how 180 minutes for 235 XP. And over here it's 1 gold. 235. Last 180 minutes. People. 85 gold. And let me see how much that costs and how close I am to scribing that level. I'm very close. And then let's just see. Okay, all this right here. Come on. Okay, it's cheap. It's relatively cheap. And once I start doing that, I can make a lot of money. Hold on. Processing. Gathering. Yeah, it's relatively cheap. They cost 10. And it's 202. Compared with what? Compared with... the commissioner scroll's better. Alright, let's go. Uh-huh. I'm gonna buy... one more stack of this food here. When I dance, I go cheek cheeky boom, cheek cheeky boom, cheek cheeky boom. What's happening here? Ugh. Yeah, buddy. Now be... now we ride. We're heading out to the water. Yes. If in-game cosmetics look as cool as ooh, it's sport fishing time. Perhaps. How does that work? How does it work? I don't even know. We're about to find out, though. Alright, done. Time to fish. Shirt time. Fishing speed. And the gathering scroll. And then we're going to fish. Just for a little bit. And then I'll try out, I'm going to try out the sport fishing to see how that works. I have 2 lures on me. And then I have 2 trim buckets. Very exciting. Very cool. And apparently there's money in it. Oh my gosh, I don't even know what happened. We'll find out in just a second, okay? And I'll be right back.
Walking these dusty streets, boots creaking low, sun beating down with a fierce glow. Spot a cart brimming with lemons, yellow and bright. Sparks of wild thought in the midday light. How many pulped lemons, mashed fine skin and seed, could you fit in a horse if you hollowed it indeed? Not just the belly, but legs, face and tail. Every nook empty like a ghost on the trail.
Oh, how many lemons can we fit inside a hollow horse with pulp to bite? From cavity vast to lemon share, we'll count them up with flair and care.
1700, that's mere start. Hologram horse claims an infinite part. Boundary and codes, the volumes might superpose states in eternal fire. Oh, heard that ditty round the fire's glow. About 1750 lemons all in a row. They figured the horse, its belly and chest, but reckon that number ain't the best. Maybe lemons small or packed real tight. Missed some parts in the campfire light. Counting just the body, lungs and gut and play. About 2,000 lemons could fit that way. That old song's off, low ball in the score. There's surely room for more.
Oh, how many lemons can we fit inside a hollow horse with pulp to bite? From cavity vast to lemon share.
We'll count 'em up now with deeper stare. 1750 or so. Nah, it's more as the volumes grow. Pushing the limits, breaking the mold. How many more can this horse hold? Hold on now, the curry's grander yet. Entire horse horse hollowed, no regret. From nose to rump, legs like empty boots. Head a cavern, tail a flute. Average horse, big and strong inside. Near 4,000 lemons in that hide. Hollowed to a shell, whisper thin. Citrus flowing like a river within. That old count was for the belly alone, but the whole beast claims a bigger throne. Now ponder the lemons, what they truly are. Not just fruit pulp from near or far. Holographic principle weaves the tale. Boundary encodes the whole without fail. Each lemon's essence on its skin so fine. Projects the volume in a quantum design. Superposition holds them in states untold. Multiple forms in one, bold and cold. As a single entity, quantum through and through. Influenced by neighbors, interactions accrue. Over time they entwine in adjacent dance. Inertial paths shaped by circumstance. Not separate bits, but a unified field. Lemons superpose, their secrets revealed. Infinite potentials in that citrus sphere. How many fit? The answer's clear. It's here. Pause and stare at the sky so vast. What is reality? Holding fast. Holographic twist, profound and sly. Boundaries the info, no need to pry. Skinning codes all in 2D gleam. Volumes illusion, a holographic dream. Superposition, swirl states in play. All possible forms, night and day. Past and future in the surface chain. Every possibility, no restraint. So lemons infinite, in theories hold. Superposed wonders, stories untold. Ain't just matter, projection so grand. Boundary rules in this cosmic land. Old counts crumble like dust in the wind. In this quantum corral, the infinity spin. Simple tally guess, the space so neat. Counted lemons quick, an easy feat. But digging deeper, question the core. How they land on 1750 before. Maybe smaller breed, or lemons mashed tight. Forgot the legs in the dead of night. Math the lines if bellies trim and sweet. About 1750 lemons in that seat. Before the full beast, universe's view. Boundless potential, lemons anew. Chuckle low, tip a hat to the steed. Ain't just lemons, it's the quantum seed.
Yep. I'm Arthur Morgan. Kind of sport fish. I'm Arthur Morgan.
Carve my name in rust. On my aim on geese, made 'em bite the dust. Lancaster steady.
I don't know how it works anymore.
Now
We're about to find out.
I'm leaving towns and ash. Blood's on my boots.
Are we trying to catch these?
Slaughter's my trade, but the work drags on. Moving them
Sport fishing, baby. I don't know how it works.
Loot's out of reach. Gotta dig through the deep.
Okay. I gotta focus. I don't even know what's happening.
Low water's my way.
Okay, so let's begin a sport fishing. And then I have to put a lure on. Right? I'm going to use a bait bucket. Use. Wait, hold on. Can only be using a... Oh, that has not yet been chummed. So this hole has been chummed. Okay, and then... Right here, the bait. Wait, I just used 2 or 1. What the heck? No! Well, and then... What the heck? And then I'm fishing. I've hooked a small fish. I'm hurting the fish, hurting the fish. Hurting. Now what? Hmm? Easing the line. What the heck? I don't even know what's happening. What the? You gotta jump in the water or what? You grab the fish? Huh? Okay. And it made me use two of the lures back to back. I think I like double clicked or something. That was stupid. I had two. And they're expensive. It's like almost a gold. Like a half a gold. I figured if you don't have the fish escape, you don't consume the fishing lure or something. I don't know. But it's definitely not for standard fish. That is just for those special fish. You bring it back on a crate, you sell it. I don't know, but you need more lures for it. Expensive and weird. Consumable. I gotta find out how sport fishing works. See, the fish itself had a symbol, like left, right, forward, down, like up, down, and then ease line, and I think I was supposed to match that symbol. And I think if I was matching the symbol, if you're going to the right, you want to go with the motion. You don't want to fight it because the line will break, right? That's usually how it works in a fishing game. You want to go with the motion of the fish to wear it out, and then you reel it in when the fish is tired, not when it's fighting. And you go with its own flow, but you give it just enough tension to make it work. But you kind of lead it in its own motion, and you pull it toward you. You sort of like it's almost like you're herding cattle with a single fish as you're directing its motion, as you know when to tug it and everything. The fishing mechanic in Red Dead Redemption is pretty satisfying. Identifying fish and all that. This game, well, it has a spectrum between complete AFK, like right here, complete AFK for minutes and minutes, and fishing in that manual method is rather expensive, but I guess it's lucrative. You know. And we're trying to turn in fish toward the treasury, which is just the salmon. Okay, we want the salmon. And let's use one of these scrolls for 5 minutes. Yeah, we want the salmon. Hold on. Alright, yeah. And basalt, but I don't think I'm not going to get this one. People are delivering constantly. I'm going to miss out on that one. But these guys here, even that, I might be missing out on all of it. Okay, I'm getting some fish. We want 5 largemouth bass. Okay, and I have 0 salmon. I got the bluegill. I need 1 more largemouth bass. And my current fishing skill is apprentice. Oh, there it is. There's a bluegill. I got the apprentice bag, and I have an apprentice fishing rod. I had the fishing shirt, but I gotta find out about this tool belt situation. So let me look right now. It's under weaponsmithing, I think. Or armor smithing. Yeah, tool belt right there. Alright, so hunting quality. Oh, you choose a specific kind. It's all journeyman. It's all journeyman and it requires a bunch of stuff. Oh wow. Maybe it's under here as well. Tool belt? No, it's just under armor smithing. It's just for journeyman. And if I wanted the fishing version, right? The fisherman's... Well, here's herbalist. Herbalist and the fisherman. It should be kind of expensive. Requires 3 raptor hides and 30 copper ingots. And 23... Well, it should be very, very expensive. If it's even available at all. It's too expensive. Hello, fish, please. It's almost like it got bugged out there for a second. Even here. Fishing, fishing, fishing. Saving this guy's life. Oh, did he still die? Dude better be thanking me. I saved that guy's life. Where's my money? All right. Okay, he had a bare bone. Bluegill, largemouth, bluegill, largemouth. Get these basalt. Probably won't have time. These bricks, yeah. These buy orders are just getting knocked out. Alright, let's go now. I'll get a load of basalt now. You know, an aquatic mount so I can go right across the way. That'd be awesome. Jeez. And I should snatch more people up. I gotta expand the guild again. Alright, it's basalt time. Yay. Yeah. Person asked what plants they can harvest when they first start. You know? But my mining's locked out in terms of XP. Yeah. Yes. Easy peasy. Oh, thank you. Do what we can do. Do what we can do. People are just knocking this stuff out. There's only 19 left. So we'll see. Alright, let's get the daffodil. And the snowdrop. But more snowdrop than daffodil. And I still have the mining shirt on, so let's just get these clusters. And let me untrack a couple things here. Right now. As I multitask, you know. All these exploration missions. More. 22, and this is in units of 10. Okay, well, let's go back now. And I get the oak wood on the way back. Let's get that oak wood on the way back, huh? Come on. Come on. And I'll grab some snowdrop as I pass through. Put on my herb shirt. And the gathering experience. Because I am still improving my herbalism proficiency. As you can see. We're at 28. It might be late, but whatever. 1488 out of 1500. At least I'll get the snowdrops and make the blackberry. A lot of fish. Uh-oh, it's already done. I think it just finished. It just said players have completed a buy order for Jova. And for the farm, what do we need? We need hunting. Okay. Sets of 10 creatures at a time. So a bunch of Graham need to be turned in. If I could hunt them. Yeah. Merry Christmas. Bob is your uncle. Somehow. And we ride. My mount died. The bear killed my bear. Good thing I got a backup horse to spare. And we'll be chopping down oak trees. The sun will come out on Tuesday. Why, thank you, kind sir. And we are still snowdropping it, you know? Yay. Even more than before. Okay. I'll get some oak trees as I head on back in. Get as much snowdrop as possible. We're also still making those crates. All the higher tiered stuff I'm sending off right now. For money. Every so often. Thank you. Okay. Okay. And more. Still getting plants. Hey there, Keith. How's it going? Make sure we're good to go here as I head back in with my moderate fish. But it's probably going to be already expired. Yeah, it's already done. Already done. That's okay. We need that Sanctus sauce. Okay, again with the fishing. as a matter of fact. We're going to have a fishing bonus eventually, I think. Just to see what I can do in the meantime. Only the mayor can declare war. Well, yeah. Construction crates. Journeyman hunting tools. And journeyman fishing. And recipes. And the fishing lures. Mining speed. Passive, passive, passive. All these factories we need in the background to fuel the system, I guess. And then the landmark. Which allows for more specific weird commodities. Is political. And that's the settlement commodity station. It's inside of the mayor's office. Yep. And, oh boy, the marketplace. Marketplace, marketplace, marketplace. General goods vendor. Novice artisanship. And the mayor's hall has the sheriff so-and-so. The mayoral commission board. Citizenship vendor. Citizen commodity station services. And the guild services. We have all the smithy action. They're all the same. Yep. Smithy, master. So we have the master metalworking, master armor smithing, and grandmaster weaponsmithing. Aha. And it costs a bunch of stuff every week. And a lot of gold to maintain. Otherwise, what happens? Bad things happen. And the town should be so the town should be demanding high quality tools. Nope. And we do have high quality tools. Huh. It says 5 every week. Yep. Material storage. Got the wood shop here. Basic furniture. Undeveloped land. Memorial site. 10% XP. The trade bureau that we don't even have. We don't even have one, do we? It's just for the speed of caravans. Caravan speed. LYNETH has one. And I think everything else is fine. Textile mill that we don't have. People are complaining about that. We don't have a stonework. Or a laboratory. You know? Okay, how are my fish looking? Let's go back now. I was killing some time there for the fish. Did it work? Alright. Let's get some snowdrop on the way back in. Swap out my shirticle. Just for a tiny drop more speed. And things are coming along. We have to get a bunch of creatures. No drop in blackberry, so I definitely have to plant some stuff. I haven't worked with the farm in a bit, and I guess I'll do that coming up pretty soon. Dear strangers in chat, give me a hi-ho-hum. Please. It's been an hour since you spoke to me. Someone's going to break the silence with some sort of correction. Or fake question. That's what happens. That's what happens sometimes. I'm a peddler of pedals. Back here. Stop it. I'm going to chop down a couple oak trees on the way back in. Doesn't matter as much, but let's just focus on one type of tree, because I need a bunch of sawdust. Now, I might get some different rarity materials. Might be kind of bad. We're hoping just for a standard materium here. I'm not getting much, surprisingly. We just gotta hope for the same material. Yay, 2 and 2 and 2 and 2. Yeah. Ah. Nothing gets to me, staying fresh, staying free, with mentals fresh and full of glee. Alright. I'm gonna sacrifice a daffodil, because I want that wood. Yep. In slow motion. Jam. Can't take too much of this jam. So I think you make one character that focuses on gathering, you know what I mean? And they're your primary character. And then once you have a bunch of resources, you make another character that focuses just on processing. And then maybe another one that focuses just on crafting. But they're all the same level, and they're all getting stronger. You know, they're all feeding into each other. You keep on flip-flopping between them. In theory, and then you're using some sort of guild bank to transfer items. And I think everyone needs some sort of universal storage system, and not just guilds. You know? Not just guilds should be able to easily move items between characters. Because right now I'm a guild leader. And I don't really have a functional guild. But I have a guild. So I have a bunch of extra storage. You know? And then I can use that storage if I invite somebody else from the guild. Well, if I invite another character to the guild. You know? Hey there, Nasir. Okay. That's all green, buddy. We have to get a bunch of sawdust going. Okay? Even different rarity sawdust is nice. Jeepers, creepers, where'd you get those peepers? Eyeballs. Where'd you get those eyes? I really want some marshmallow cream right now. Where's my marshmallow cream? With my hot cocoa. Now what do we got? We got nothing. Where's the Sanctus sauce? Alright, I'll just use this for the time being. Oh, yes. That's right, Teddy Ruxpin. But I can't shift, click anything here. We're just going to do this right here for a second, okay? Until things happen. Okay. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. And right over here, I'll just hip-hop the hibbit. Don't stop the rockin'. There it is. Very nice. Now we can roll out. Basalt. No drop. Whatever. Why not? I know. That's why not. Okay, let's go all the way over here and grab my wood. And then we will, you know, get some logs processing in the background to make all the wood chips that we need to make the mulch. Okay. So I will put whatever wood I have in the machine. All the standard wood, that is. Okay, I do have a stack of 20 sanding powder. And here's the Sanctus sauce. A stack of 20. Okay. And, oh boy, what do I want to use? Right here. This blue wood. Let's just make some blue. Let's make some blue stuff here, huh? Or not. Use the standard stuff. Alright, that's all good. Everything's fine. And I do have a bunch of powder on standby. I have money. We're about to get some mana. Let's go check out the beast blood. The beast blood, the red dye, the paper, if I have any. Not right now. And whatever powder. Just for a second. Just for a second, okay? And everything else is fine. Some water, I guess, just for a moment. And I probably need more glow root grind to work with some plants here. So let's just work with these plants. I want the sauce, right? I guess. Might as well make the... I'll buy some pepper. I'll buy some pepper. And, ugh. Sucks this one right here doesn't open up. Oh my gosh. Okay, I just want the large mouth. Alright. And then we'll go right over here for a second, and I'll turn it in. Well, that's a certain amount of node resources. Huh. Interesting. Huh. Huh. I'm saying huh because I don't have any fish, but then it's acting like there's a resource. It says node resources, you see. It's lying. Yeah, those fish don't really exist. Alright, cool. Oh my gosh. Stuff like this, I tell you what. What kind of fish do I have? Well, I do have a lot of fish. And I guess the system was seeing that behind the walls. It was showing me what I already had. Alright, that'll work. I'll buy a stack of 20 pepper. There we go. Yay, reputation. Yep. And now let's get more Sanctus sauce. Let's go over here and... let me grab some of this wood again. And we'll get the wood chips going. There we go. That's what I want. A stack of 20. And more. Yep, a whole lot. And then I'll store these fish for now. And there's just a lot of snowdrop here. I want to turn into powder so I can work that alchemy. You know? Gotta work that alchemy. Okay, here we go. Let's first work on the wood. Come on. Boom. It's already maxed out. That's fine. And then right over here, we want the alchemist shirt on, right? Yes, we do. And the skivvies. And we want the processing XP. Boom. Oh, come on. Sometimes when you're in town and you right-click the item to equip it, it puts it back in your storage. So I have to go back to the start of the city. See what I mean? Well, come on. Boom. Thank you very much. That's a whole lot. Level 19. Thank you. And we have more snow drop powder. I need a lot. How much? 20, 40, 60, 80. 100 glow grind root right now. Or whatever. Come on. Oh, I can't do anything. Alright. Done. Alright, so now let's go process the rest of these plants. Well, I also need a stack of pepper, right? Let's see what we got here. So we want... go for 50. Oh, no, 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 no. We want snowdrop powder. Go for a stack of 60. And then for the potion, let's go for water and beast blood. Come on. Yep, one more, and then one more. Water and beast blood. Pow. And then pepper. Jeez, I tell you what. Is that my mount? It is. How dare I? How dare I? Alright, potion time. What is going on here? 108, and then boom. Yeah. That'll be awesome. And now let's do the pepper thing. Spices. What's happening? Hmm? Oh, come on. What's happening? Ah! Okay, well, that was weird. Alright. Over here. Thank you. For the thread. And then the food is still waiting. Check out my lumber. Yep, let's go put the stuff away. And we'll get more. And then we get more. We come back and work on these potions. You know? Getting a lot of thread. Alright, that was good. Let's keep on going. Let's go back over here. Well, we need the glow root grind, so... one second. No, it's the rot root pulp. The rot root pulp. Okay. And a couple stacks of plants. Let's work with the daffodil. Alright, I'll turn that into mulch right now. This thing is having a hard time loading everything. Okay, we have 20 wood chips. Come on. So now, let's get the mulch. So now I can leave. This place is crazy. Get me the heck out of here. Alright, all done, yay. Now let's get back out there. So I got some stuff processed, you know. I completed a couple buy orders here. We're getting the blackberries in production long term. I'm heading over here to go get these Minotaur and a couple other things completed. Do I not have other thing? Not much room for other stuff. We just need a bunch of wood here to get the wood chips. Right on in. That's what it's all about, baby. And the basalt. Bing bong. Don't you look at me. Don't you look at me. I'm about to go fish around the corner here. Already, huh? Already. No room. Because I have to choose one rock or another, to be honest. We gotta choose one rock or another. And I think this right here should be set for the standard bag. For more general space. I think I'll focus on basalt right now. But I get there's a bunch of granite. But I'm getting credit directly for basalt. And probably for granite as well. And I'm going to work on oak. Yeah. Working my way down to that water down there. Gonna be good to go. My logging's all locked out though. What a shame. And we're still going for basalt. Basalts. Granites. Why is it called basalt? Girl. That's so weird. How many basalts do I need? I guess daffodils, you know? Makes sense. Snowdrops. Tulips, roses. Just weird saying basalts. How many basalts you got? How many coppers? Copper ores? Basalt rocks. Yeah. Over here. That's all granite. This is the oak tree. And we are fishing again. Maybe. Maybe. Yay. No more gathering XP chests. But maybe. Maybe. There you go. Gathering. Now it's time to fish. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So what do we got here? I'll finish getting these basalt while we're here. Yeah. And there's some sort of last moot over here, maybe? Let's go over there right now. Right? Yep, right over there. Let's go. And I'll get these basalt as I go for the quest. Slowly. Heading on through, and these guys are level whatever they are. Who knows? What's this? Nothing. I'll get these rocks as we go. I have a couple quests here and there I want to knock out. Alright, let's get my plants. I need 20 daffodil. Tell you what. And now we're full of garbage. Just how it is sometimes. And more plants. 7 more basalt. Okay, we're heading right over there. For the stupid Minotaur mission. Bunch of basalt over here. You know? And basalt. Got 1 rare fish. And I'm about to get over encumbered right here. There we go. Much better. Just 3 more basalt and we're good to go there. Yep. That's the blue stuff. Uh-huh. And that's done. Cool. And now we have this mission over here, baby. Godling, you've arrived in time. Godling of Vera, your presence here brings reassurance, yes, to this gathering in these delicate times. Your strength, it stands strong as safeguard. You help keep safety and peace, yes. Well, what do you hope to achieve, buddy? Do the elders share your vision? Yeah. I have no more questions. I'm ready. Let's go. Propel the spirits. Uh-huh. Okay. You say so. These guys are all lower level. Not really worth it. Okay. I don't know what you want from me, stupid. There are no assassin spirits. I think this quest is broken or something. All these quests are pretty bad. What is this? Sucks. I'm leaving. We're heading back now. inventory's completely filled up again. You know how it is. People are kind of using this route. Mm-hmm. Alright. So far away. And I'll drop everything off, I guess, and head right back out. Like that ever happens. These guys are all too low level to really be worth killing. Just trying to complete these missions for the base here. And not just farm enemies and money all day. Trying to work on my professions a little bit. If I only could make a deal with God and get him to swap places. Or something. Ugh. Mm-hmm. Well, this guy's sort of annoying. Oh my god. Hmm. Oh, come on. Okay, I'm gonna swing on in and drop everything off and head right back out. Hey there, Allison. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Yeehaw. Okay, I'm gonna drop everything off and head right back out. Well, I guess after picking up a couple little quests. No. And I'm sure stuff is ready, but let's just do one more rotation before working on the stuff. Otherwise, I'll be here forever. Forever. I guess I can process that standard wood. Okay. I was blind for a second. There it is. Alright, we got our oak, and I'll work with just that. Okay, let's get a stack of 20 sanding powder. Eh. Sand. And I guess I'll get a stack of 20 water along with 20 blueberry seed. Or blackberry seed, yeah, blackberry seed. And that should be it. Yep, blackberry. Done. And the potion. Yep, I'll put the alchemy clothing back on. Equip. And the proficiency, whatever. Thank you for the snowdrop powder. Thank you, level 20. And then potion land. The beast blood of your... Which I do have, the beast blood. Let's go get the sanding stuff going right now. Alright. Let's get the water and the beast blood. Okay, let's do that. Okay, so then I'll get this thing already. Look at that griffin over there. There's a griffin. That's the mayor of some town. And they have a flying mount. Garbage. I've seen him someplace else. Mana potions. Yay. Booyah. A bunch of mana potions. That'll happen. And now let's get the heck out of here. Pick up these little quests. Daffodil, Snowdrop. Let's not do the ruby thing. Basalt, daffodil, granite. You know the deal. I really can't do both. I gotta focus on one or the other. You know. And now I head back out again. Ugh. Yep. I think I might start up some 7 Days to Die in just a moment. I'm at sort of a good point here. Yeah, I think I'm at a good point here to stop this and then start up the other thing. You know? I thought his name was Ghost Films, but it's Ghost Films. Yeah, so I think I'll go ahead and stop this and start back up 7 Days to Die in just a second. Yep. Okay. Goodbye. It's been quiet for hours, you know? But people care about this thing.